My journey begins with my arrival in, Wrocław.
Good morning, or rather good late morning. I woke up late after a sleeping pill and a lot of rest, and this is my first morning in Wrocław, and this is the hotel room, Hotel Campanile, and in a few minutes I will be walking to the Opera House to meet up with an organized tour of the city for the volunteers. This is the view from the hotel window. That is a large modern shopping mall in the distance. Well, this looks like an interesting little forlorn street. It reminds me of Nuremberg, a little red light district, I suppose. It's a brisk morning, but it feels good out here, the crisp air.
The bronze figures in the background appear to be disappearing into the pavement. This statue was inaugurated in 2005 on the 24th anniversary of the imposition of martial law.
That's beautiful. Okay, we're almost at the Opera House.
This poster was an ad for the upcoming ballet Don Juan at the Opera House, but it was sold out. Boo-hoo.
Turn right.
Here's the Opera House. There's the Opera House.
And then okay, we got like 2 hours time. We'll make a stop for a coffee break. At the end of the Second World War, Wrocław was declared by Hitler a closed fortress, and the city had to be kept at all costs till the very end. You know? And it was August 1944 when he declared the city a fortress, and the siege of Wrocław began in the beginning of February 1945. The building behind you, the building behind you is a very controversial one, and it probably will be turned down because they got a permission to turn it down. That's what most people think as well, but surprisingly, most architects say that this is the best example in Poland, not only in the city but in the entire country, of the new style, which is called postmodernist style. It was a place where people would gather to protest peacefully against communist regime. In very often very funny way, because for example, one year there was a group of people who dressed up as Santa Clauses. It was 6th of December, so Santa Claus Day, and they were arrested because it was forbidden to gather and to protest on the streets. Yeah? Here it's called cloth stalls. Yeah. Then there is the iron passageway, the pottery passageway, hens market right here. The corner over there was the sweets corner. There was a grain corner here. The opposite side of the square was the fish market and the wool market. On the northern side there was a vegetable market as well. Bread was sold in the middle. There were bread stalls there. And in front of us there is a building which looks like a castle a little bit. Well, some people also believe it's a church because it's a tower, but it's a town. It's really old and really beautiful town hall, Gothic and Renaissance building.
Yeah, it seems like all the church. Yeah.
And there is a water coming in summertime, snow streets, and so it's simply kind of a fountain, but that's why you have January in English. It comes also from the same word Janus. Janus was a name of the ancient two-faced god.
Oh.
And here, House Henson was a workshop of the local artist, Mr. Stankiewicz, and one of his famous works is that window, which is an enlarged copy of his work from 1980s. As you see, it's a crucifixion set back, yeah? But the title of the work is the same as the title of the very extremely popular TV show because we had on Polish TV in the 1980s. It was Do It Yourself. So that's the reason for that is because it's a military garrison church today. It was not destroyed during the Second World War, but unfortunately in 1976 it burned down completely. Yeah. We don't know how it happened, but the tower was renovated. There was a wooden scaffolding staying, and the fire began on the tower. Then the roof burned down, ceilings collapsed, and the fire gets inside the church. And the really interesting thing about this instrument is that not only the outer side and the prospect was reconstructed, but it was made exactly in the same technique as the Baroque organs were made. And so the mechanism, pipes, the river, they have a few butchers and they own houses and they were storing and they were selling. Today you will find only art galleries and they are run by the local artists. So if you'd like to get a souvenir when you're from Wroclaw, which is not made in China, then it is a good place to come there. Here. It's a funny inscription there. It's written that this monument was made by consumers in honor to slaughtered animals. One is here, and the rooster is a bit higher. Few are missing. Horse is missing, sheep is missing, turkey.
Were they eating many horses?
More than today, of course. Horse meat is no longer popular. Yeah, but still you may find some places. For example, the market hall.
Boris Johnson was there 2 days ago. Great, yes.
I really didn't do much.
And he bought cheese and cake, so it's all good.
Consider a good quite a lot happening. I just ran out this morning to go to It's like the Tour Danes.
That's a hell of a long way out of the centre of town. To be included in a
Copying my tour that I did this morning. Everywhere we go, like, I was here this morning.
Yeah, there's islands in front of us. Yeah, the river we can see is the second longest river in Poland. Sources are located in Czech Republic, but it flows then through Poland. Yeah, section of the Polish-German border. It's along this river, and then it flows into the Baltic Sea, Odra, Polish. Yeah. In Wroclaw, it divides into so many arms, and that we had to build a lot of bridges. And that's why sometimes you can find that Wroclaw is being called the Polish Venice. Yeah? The oldest preserved bridge in the city is behind you. It's from 1863, and the biggest bridge in Poland is also in Wrocław. Altogether, we have more than 130 bridges in the entire city. There are 12 islands on the river. One of them is just in front of us. It's called Sen
And can you
Island.
just like walk around and take those bridges?
And the Cathedral Island, which is not an island anymore, in fact, is just in front of us. Yeah.
Cheers, guys. Cheers. To the next week then. Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers.
Nice to meet you.
Now in England, you don't get the eyeballs. That's another thing. Yeah, 7 years bad sex, otherwise no one.
Hi.
I'm Justyna, and you?
What is your name?
Justyna.
Justyna?
Justyna.
My name is Harvey.
Where are you from?
Is it okay if I give a little
Okay.
videotaping? I just want to capture.
Okay.
I'm from Florida. Florida?
Florida, okay, I know. So what is your favorite music, Harvey?
My favorite music? I like classical music.
Me too.
Really?
I love opera.
Opera, me too. Really?
What's your favorite opera?
I like, okay. Hey, good morning. How are you?
Good, good.
Just in time to be in my movie.
Oh my God.
In your movie?
Yeah. So this is the room I'm sharing with this gentleman, David, who, and where do you hail from again?
Yorkshire.
Yorkshire. So let me ask you something. If you were to adopt a dog, would it be a Yorkshire Terrier?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
No, a boxer or a Dalmatian, fine.
All right, that's your choice.
Or an Irish Water Spaniel, they're cool.
Well, I'm not sure I know that one. All righty.
You know, you remember the Muppets? You remember Rolf on the piano? An Irish Water Spaniel.
Okay, okay.
No, jeszcze. Muszkę.
I don't like.
But I don't like, but I like.
No. I don't like.
But you don't like something.
Are you doing small? Huh? Are you doing small? Yeah. Yeah, small. Yeah, let's send it.
Yeah, show everyone how to make a s'more.
The best activity.
Does anybody want marshmallows?
Yeah, I'm here.
Does anybody else?
I mean, if you want to get me one, I'll have one since I'll be here for half an hour.
Mi devo saziare con me sombriacato della donna. Quanto è buono l'odore della gonna, quanto è buono l'odore del mare. Ci vado di notte a cercare le parole. Quanto è buono l'odore del vento, dentro lo sento, quanto è buono l'odore dell'ombra. Quando c'è sole che sotto rimbomba, come rimbomba l'odore dell'ombra, come rimbomba, e come parte, come ritorna l'odore dell'ombra. Na 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 all I could think of was fire.
Presentation day. Anybody stressed? Yeah! You don't have to be, because you're all going to do, okay? So first of all, really well done to everybody for their hard work this week. We're going to get straight into presentations. We will take a break around halfway through. We'll let you know when that is. And yeah, we'll get started with Emma! My goal is communicative and general business. In general and English, business English, and deadline is only 1 year.
I haven't got any background today because I just want to talk to you. I really love giving presentations because that is my job. I do that every day, but just in Polish. That is my first time when I give presentation in English for the audience. So I feel stressed. But okay. I'm working as a sales development representative for software provider, IT branch. So just in case. My name is Alek, RDS, and I guess my friends. Now I'm going to ask you to consider if you ever have felt like you were missing something in your life, whether that is an item, a
still developing. They are building a city hall in the city center right now. For income tax, for withholding tax, for anti-money procedures, but I am not going to describe, and it is not the subject of my presentation. So the subject of my presentation is food of the future, which could be tricky to swallow. And this presentation was prepared in cooperation with Anna. Thank you, Anna. And why we need to consider changing our food preferences.
My dream trip. I really want to go to Tibet. I like traveling. I have a plan. The road to Tibet is long, and I have to go by Tibet by plane, but I am afraid to fly. And I know that Lhasa airport is dangerous due to its proximity.
Not to going for you, and I will promise to kill only 3 minutes.
Okay.
5 is too much. I promise. And I was wondered what to show you from my life. Of course, I thought about maybe my family, about my job, my friends, the place where I'm living, but I decided to show you what helped me survive this strange life, different and strange times what we have now.
Ladies and gentlemen, a warm welcome to you. This is a short presentation about ours. No, it's a gossip. It's a gossip and joke. Two long hours. And I thought about business success. I thought about travel. I thought about travel.
Okay, so my presentation is about my love of hip hop. Thank you. I mean, hip hop is very important in my life. Hip hop showed me some ways in my life, like, smoking weed. It's a joke. We don't do this together.
Vice words, woman in construction engineering. Do you know what percentage of workers in the construction industry in Poland are women?
20.
Statistics say that it's only 2%. What is the reason that men dominate the construction industry?
Take what piece of meat? Sorry, one of this and one of this. They're two different cheeses.
maybe use it for recreation. To take taking a nice photo with this. Or we can do it in the more sport way.
I would like to tell you something about my passion about my garden, and it's a little piece of paradise. Works in my garden starts in springtime, which is the most important time in my garden because there is time to prune my plants, fertilize and watering. And then in the spring, in the summer, I have a lot of flowers, which makes me happy, and I take a lot of time, my free time in my garden. My favorite plants in the summertime is hydrangeas, and I have a lot of kinds of this plant. Hydrangeas are really nice to take cuttings because a lot of cuttings I put to the ground.
The Angloville program finished on Friday, and I returned to this hotel room in Wroclaw.
Right, so I do need to come up to the... Good. Right. Cheers.
Harvey, cheers.
Cheers, Harvey.
Cheers.
He's drank his. Cheers.
Cheers.
Got some back, Harvey. Have a good week, Harvey.
I'm a very novice drinker. I can't.
Right,
Do me a favour and check. I used to have it.
This concludes the video on my first week in Poland with the Angloville program. I stayed 2 more days in Wrocław before heading out to Poznan, but these wanderings are the subject of the next video.